Everyone, it's Gia here representing Gia's World, co-host of Ask a Millennial, and I just wanted to do a more in-depth commentary on the situation with Terence Crutcher in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where an unarmed African-American black man had his hands up, unarmed, and was shot and killed in Tulsa, Oklahoma by police. Mind you, this was all captured on video. You know, we have the dash cam evidence, we have if the police were actually wearing body cams, there's evidence, and there was actually a helicopter flying over as Terence Crutcher had his hands up and unarmed, being shot and killed in the street. Apparently he was, you know, his car was in the middle of the road because he was having car problems. The car broke down. The police that was driving by happened to notice it. You would think, okay, you see a person's car broke down, let me check and see if this person needs any assistance, not let me try to kill this person, let me kill this person, you know? But that's what happened. And it seems like every single time you turn around, Corey! That's Corey over there. Oh, I'm gonna edit that part out. But every time you turn around, you know, a person of color, unarmed, hands up, minding their own business, walking down the street, going to get Skittles, knocking on the door for help, whatever we do, we're automatically criminalized and we are targets. Our skin color, our race, our ethnicity, you know, it's a target. We're a target. And it's sad. And I'm tired of making these videos. I'm tired of hashtagging. I'm tired of sharing memes and people sharing videos of a person dying. And then it's almost like we keep victimizing the person and their families, because like every time you turn around, for example, you will see somebody post a video of someone being killed over and over. It's on Facebook, it's on Twitter, it's on Instagram, it's on Tumblr, it's on all the major news sites, and it's like, that's disrespectful to the family, you know, to have to see their loved one be gunned down over and over. And then we just go into making hashtags, and I understand this is about visibility and letting people know, hey, this is what's going on in our society. But then on the flip side, it's like, we have to do more than just share memes and hashtags. Like, and we have to do more than do die-in protests. We have to do more than do demonstrations. We have to actually get involved in the local political and state political and federal political arena, so we can actually implement change, so we can change the laws, so we can change the ordinance and the codes of conduct for police officers. You know, we really need to start advocating for this stuff, because we can no longer turn a blind eye to what's going on in society. I'm fed up, I'm tired, and people shouldn't have to live in fear 24/7, you know, and it's like every day that we wake up, we got a red target on our chest, on our head, on our bodies. So we need to do something about that, and we need to do something about it soon, because it's getting, and it has been, out of control. And from a historical context, when you really look at the creation of police, the police are really not here to serve and protect us. If you look at, you know, the historical context here, they're here to protect they're here to protect the property, the property, right? So they're looking at land and housing and businesses and residential areas. That's what they're protecting, not us as individuals. Then when we look at what police were doing back in the 1800s, they were slave catchers, they were slave patrol officers. So if they saw slaves running away to get freedom, their job was to chase them down and bring them back to their plantation owner. So, I mean, just looking at it from that historical context, they're not here to serve and protect us, okay? And it shows every day with the type of attitudes and the type of environment and the culture that we're living in, where police pretty much view everybody as a target. And then it also makes me think about this, you know, when we talk about guns, gun violence, and gun rights. If you feel that you need to have a gun with you 24/7, you probably shouldn't be a police officer, because you clearly have a fear. And if you're afraid, why are you going into these types of positions to begin with? So you're already coming into the situation riled up, angry, and ready to shoot and kill. That's a problem. I do feel like police officers need to have more training. I feel like they should have to have at least a 4-year bachelor's degree, because people need training on culture competency, on social issues, sociology, politics, criminal justice, philosophy, you know, interpersonal relationships. They need to have more psych evaluations to make sure that they're mentally stable and well-rounded to be in this position, in this field of work. You know, because this killing unarmed people and racially profiling folks, this is ridiculous. You know, 3 people have died that I know of in the last week alone from police brutality. We had another young African-American child shot and killed in Ohio for playing with a BB gun. If you remember, back in 2014, Tamir Rice was shot and killed for playing with a BB gun. You know, and these are kids, these are children, and they're being racially profiled. And you have the police who are just out of control. You know, they're basically vigilantes at this period in time. And honestly, they probably have always been vigilantes, if you really think about it. So there's issues. And, you know, if you're supposed to be serving and protecting the community, as you love to say, and as the mantra and what's on your badge, then actually serve and protect the community. Get to know the residents that you're patrolling. You know, and that's just it. You're patrolling us, not the community. That's what it's all about. That's what it seems to be. We're automatically viewed as the criminals and the perpetrators. So it's ridiculous, and we need to do something about it. But like I said, I feel like we need to really get involved with local and state politics, run for political office, get into law so we can make the legislation and the laws so we can really do something. You know, some of us are going to be demonstrating and protesting and sharing hashtags and memes. Some of us are going to be going to community meetings and having dialogues with police officers and law enforcement. Some of us are going to be doing workshops and leading conferences. Others are going to be running for political offices and actually going to law school and becoming the lawyer and the attorney and the judge, and really implementing change that way. There's various ways that every one of us, each and one of us, can get involved and do something about what's going on. But that's what I have to say. You know, rest in peace to Terence Crutcher and the various hundreds of people, millions of people around this world throughout the histories of time who have been murdered and slaughtered, discriminated against. Enough is enough, and we have to do something about this, and we have to really walk the walk and talk the talk. Actions speak louder than words.